going to see the intro to Amazon EC2. First, let us look into the presenter. Overview of EC2, EC2 components, and key features of EC2. First, what is EC2? Amazon EC2 is nothing but a service that is provided by the Amazon Web Service where we can create our virtual servers to run our application. The derivation of EC2 is Elastic Compute Flow. The term elastic refers to the resources. We can scale the resources. For example, I can scale the resources, and if I want more resources, I can increase the resources based on demand. If I want to reduce the resources, I can also reduce the resources based on demand. It's like the elastic rubber band, think of it. You can just stretch it or shrink it. If you want, you can stretch it. If you don't want, you can shrink it. Then comes the term compute. All the resources like CPU, memory servers that I am going to use for my server to run the application, I'm going to compute everything virtually. Next, cloud. Cloud refers to the same thing. I'm not going to touch or feel anything physically. I'm just going to access everything virtually and I'm going to host an application. So next, to understand this, let's get into a scenario. I have built a startup. Okay? Now my client is asking to build me a web application. I have built a web application. I have designed the UI UX. Now I'm going to host it into my physical server. When I have set the capacity, when I have the capacity of my server, only 100 users can use it at a time. Now I have hosted it, and day by day, my website is being used by more than number of users I have actually got lost. Now, thousands and thousands of users are accessing it at the same time. What will happen to the server? What will happen to the application? It will just crash, no? Yeah, it will slowly, the performance will be very slow. Then at the threshold point, it will crash, it will go to go downtime because of the limited capacity. Now, consider the same scenario where I am creating a virtual server out in the Amazon Web Service or in the Amazon infrastructure. I'm going to just create a virtual server. I'm going to configure all the things that I want, like whatever the storage I want, whatever the capacity I want, the CPU, everything. I'm going to set it up, yeah, based on my demand. So the main advantage of this EC2 is it is 24 bars are available. We can scale the service based on demand. It's highly securable and we are going to pay only for the resources that we are going to use. Now, there are five major components. The first one is AMI. AMI stands for Amazon Mission Image. Came to a conclusion that I'm going to use a virtual server out there. So now I need to decide which OS I'm going to use inside the virtual server. Yeah, they'll provide the multiple OS out there. We are going to select whatever the OS we want and we are going to select the version of it. This is called as Amazon Machine Image. The next one is instance type. Yeah, think of your buying a mobile phone. So you want it either in 128 GB storage or 256 storage. So that is depending upon you. So likewise, we are also going to select the instance type. For example, I want it in 2 CPU and 1 GB memory. So I'm going to select the T3.micro instance type. So there are multiple instance types that can be chosen based on your requirements or needs. So yes, if I created my web application, I'm going to deploy it. What about the security? So it is highly secureable because of the key pair. Yeah, there will be two keys. One is public key, one is private key. Public key will be stored in the AWS instance. So whenever I want to access it, I will have a .pem file. Okay? When I'm creating the instance, I will get a PEM file. So I need to use this PEM file. I need to upload it into the, I need to upload it to Connect and it will give a decrypted password. I need to use this password to connect to my instance. So it will be highly secureable. The next one is security groups. Okay, to reduce the traffic. Okay, I have built a web application. Now I want only the protocol that has HTTP to just get into the request of my web application. I'm just filtering it out to reduce the traffic. This security groups. The last one is storage. In our local desktop, we have C drive, right, for our storage purpose. So in virtual servers also we can have storage EBS. This is a storage that we can use to store and manage our data out there. So what is the key features of EC2 instance? The first one is scalability. Reduce or we can increase the resources based on our demand. The next one is elasticity. For example, we can also increase the capacity or decrease the capacity. So that shows the elasticity. There is multiple instance type. We've already seen it. We can choose the instance type that we want to use. The fourth one is security. As we have seen, there is keypad, which is highly secure. Only with the private key you can access your virtual service. Next one is flexible storage. Very flexible. You can increase the storage. You can decrease the storage. And the main important thing of this is pay as you go price. You can only pay to the resources that you are utilizing it. So it is, which is highly appreciable. The next one is high availability. My home, I'm just creating a virtual server out there, which is highly available. It is created within a couple of minutes. Then the last one is easy integration. Yeah, I can integrate whatever OS I want, whatever memory, whatever CPU, whatever thing, whatever I want, I can easily integrate all into that. Thank you.